Hello, my name is Glenda Martin. I'm the Employability Curriculum Manager at Ulster University, and I'm joined today by my colleague Brian Byers, who's the Employability Services Manager at the university. We're here today to talk to you about careers of the future and provide you with valuable information on what we can offer you and the experience that you will expect when you come to Ulster to begin your career journey. We at the university have listened to questions and queries and concerns from prospective students, some parents, careers teachers, and even employers about some of the uncertainty that exists today for young people who are starting to make decisions about their future careers, and we want to talk to you about what that uncertainty is. We also want to pick up on the fact that some of that uncertainty and change is likely to be with us for the foreseeable future. We want to address what that means for you and what you can do to prepare for it. We're going to share some student journeys with you, and we're going to respond to some of those questions or queries or concerns that you might be pondering right now. I'm going to pass over to Brian, who's going to talk to you about careers of the future. Brian's also going to talk to you about your employability journey and what we can do to help you.
I'm going to speak to you today about careers of the future, and specifically what might happen over the next 5, 10 and 20 years so that you can really see your future and make a positive, informed choice. There's lots of questions you might have about your future. That might be, what does the future of work look like? Where are the jobs going to be? And what are the skills that you need to develop to be successful in your life and your career? And that's what we're going to focus on today. When we think about the year 2040, 20 years from now, it is very difficult to predict reliably what the world is going to look like for you. But there are things that we do know and that we can learn that can help you make informed choices about what your future can look like. In other words, you can really prepare now for a bright future. So before we look at 2040, I want to stay in the present for a minute, because whilst the impact of technology and other factors that we'll discuss in a minute are going to make big changes to the world you work in, it still starts with you. Your career journey starts now, and the decisions you make and the skills you develop from now and over the next 3, 4, 5, 10 and 20 years, that's what's going to be most important on whether you're happy and successful or otherwise. So when you think about your future, the most important questions that you will ask will be of yourself. Some of the questions you might ask about your future are, where are the jobs of the future? What are the careers that will develop in the future? What will the world of work look like? How might things like climate change how we work and live as you're in the main part of your career? All of those questions are relevant and interesting for your future. The main question you want to ask yourself is, what do you need to know and what do you need to do to really take control of a successful future? So when we think about the future of work, one of the big influencing factors on all sectors, all jobs and our lives is the advancements in technology. And one question that comes up often when we look at the future of jobs is, what impact will technology have, and will robots really steal our jobs? PwC looked at this in a lot of detail recently, and what they concluded was that, of course, technology is going to have a big impact on jobs. So what we can learn from the work that PwC have done is that, of course, technology is going to have a big impact, but actually for those who are going to university, the news is good. The news is that employers are going to need skills which are at a higher level, because technology is going to have a bigger impact on those jobs that require lower level basic skills. Let's look at some specific sectors now and how they might change over the coming years. Take health and social care, for example. So our population is getting larger, people are living longer, treatments are getting better. What that means is that there's going to be more job opportunities and better career opportunities across a range of different areas within health and social care. So of course, technology and automation is going to have an impact on business and professional services, but that's going to be on those roles which require more basic skills. So as a graduate or a student considering a degree, you're going to be really well placed because you're going to have the higher level skills, adaptability, problem solving, awareness of technology that are going to be really in demand in that broad sector. So a question for you might be, how does Ulster University prepare you for this future of work? And we do that in a whole range of ways. From day one in first year, you are supported to enhance your employability so that you're prepared with the skills, the confidence and the attributes and the motivation to make a really successful transition after university. Take work experience, for example. We have endless opportunities and different ways for you to gain relevant work experience and that real insight into what happens in the workplace. We have a whole range of extracurricular activities that help you enhance your skills and confidence through what's called the Ulster Edge Award. And within your degree, whatever subject you study, employability is embedded right throughout, so that you know once you finish your time at Ulster University, you're going to be ready for the graduate labour market with the skills and confidence that you need. And even beyond university, we support you making that transition into the workforce. No matter what subject you study, employability is embedded in your experience. So you will develop the skills, qualities and confidence you need to succeed in the future of work. Employability and careers at the university also will support you with that transition from university into the future world of work, ensuring that you have a successful career.
In the future of work, regardless of your career discipline, you need to be capable of responding to things like COVID-19 whenever it hits particular sectors. And you will need to confidently demonstrate higher level skills, often referred to as 21st century skills. In the future of work, certain jobs will disappear, but others will emerge at a much faster rate. Higher level skills are going to be much more in demand, particularly where jobs require mundane or repetitive tasks, and they are much more likely to become automated. So what are these higher level skills or 21st century skills? If you were to Google that, you would probably come up with a dozen or more different options. I just want to talk to you about a couple of those today. So the first one we look at is creativity. So your future workplace is going to demand new ways of thinking, and your creativity is going to be the key to that. And recent research will tell us that creativity is one of the skills that is in highest demand in the coming years. The next important skill I'll talk to you about is problem solving, and many people would say that the world of work is about problem solving, and we most certainly have seen that in the last few months. The key, of course, to problem solving is identifying what the problem is, being able to evaluate the options and then make some decisions. And employers will be looking for students and graduates who have this key skill. Jobs that require complex problem solving are going to emerge in the next few years. Deloitte have said that jobs of the future will require humans and technology to work together in order to be able to solve some of the most complex and pressing problems that organisations will have. So whilst humans and technology can all solve the same problems, they certainly do it just sometimes from a different perspective. So it's not about humans versus technology, it's about absolutely working together and finding the right combination. Emotional intelligence is another skill that's talked about widely today. And if you demonstrate high levels of emotional intelligence, you have excellent self-awareness, integrity, and a great ability to work alongside others. So in many ways, emotional intelligence is about self-awareness and understanding your thoughts, how you behave, and how you can really effectively interact with others. So technology can't replicate our ability to work well with others. So if you demonstrate high levels of emotional intelligence, you will be in demand. The last skill that I'd like to outline is judgment and decision making. And certainly decision making in the future workplace, and those workplaces that you potentially will move into, will be one that will be much more complex. So as technology may well take away some of the menial and mundane tasks, that will leave you, our future workforce, to demonstrate high-level decision-making skills and really add value to the organisations that you propose and progress to work for in the future. So ultimately, we need to have graduates with higher level skills, being able to demonstrate those and evidence those entering our economy. So you can't study a degree in creativity or emotional intelligence, but our approach at Ulster is to work with our academic colleagues to embed the teaching and the learning and the assessment of those skills into your curriculum and provide you with opportunities to develop those skills and demonstrate those skills during your study at Ulster and after graduation.